Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we break down big ideas in energy, tech, and the future. I'm JG, and today, we're diving into something that's often misunderstood but incredibly powerful: nuclear energy. It's a topic that sparks a lot of debate, a lot of questions, and sometimes a little bit of fear. But what if I told you it's one of our most potent tools for a brighter, cleaner tomorrow? Nuclear energy. The very words conjure up images of immense power, of atoms doing extraordinary things. And they are. It's clean, it's remarkably efficient, and honestly, it's a game changer for our planet as we face some pretty big environmental challenges. We're talking about a technology that can provide enormous amounts of electricity without coughing out greenhouse gases. In this 10-minute video, I'm giving you 3 solid, science-backed reasons why nuclear energy is absolutely awesome. So buckle up because we're about to go atomic. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about something truly mind-boggling. Nuclear energy is insanely efficient. When I say efficient, I mean it packs a punch like nothing else we humans have harnessed. It's like comparing a firecracker to a dynamite stick. We're talking about a power source that generates massive, almost unbelievable amounts of electricity from tiny, almost insignificant amounts of fuel. Just imagine, a piece of uranium the size of a fingertip can produce as much energy as tons of coal. Think about that for a moment. It's like having a magic trick up our sleeves, but it's all science. Small package, colossal energy output. It's like a tiny spark igniting a massive bonfire. It's the ultimate example of getting more bang for your buck, or in this case, more kilowatts from your kilograms. Imagine the efficiency and the potential savings. This isn't magic, folks. It's pure, unadulterated physics at its most impressive. Einstein's famous equation, E=mc², is at play here, converting mass into energy. Now, how does it do this? The secret lies in a process called nuclear fission. It's like unlocking a treasure chest of energy. Imagine you have a very large, slightly unstable atom, like uranium-235. It's like a giant balloon ready to pop. When a tiny particle called a neutron bumps into it just right, that big atom splits into smaller atoms. It's like a cue ball breaking a rack of billiard balls. This splitting, this fission, releases a tremendous amount of energy, mostly as heat. This heat is then used to generate electricity. And it also releases more neutrons, which can then go on to split other uranium atoms. It's a domino effect of energy release. This creates a chain reaction, a cascade of splitting atoms, each one releasing energy. It's a self-sustaining process that keeps the power flowing. It's a controlled, sustained release of the power locked deep inside the nucleus of an atom. Control rods help manage this reaction, ensuring safety and efficiency. Consider this. A single ton of uranium, just 1 ton, can produce as much energy as several million tons of coal or several million barrels of oil. Let that sink in. 1 ton versus millions. It's a staggering difference. Imagine the sheer volume of coal you'd need to dig up, transport, and burn to equal what a relatively small amount of uranium can do. The logistics alone are mind-boggling. The difference in scale is astronomical. While renewable sources like wind and solar are fantastic, the sheer power density of nuclear energy is unparalleled. Alright, reason number 2 why nuclear energy is awesome. It is one of the cleanest, most effective ways we have to fight climate change. It's a powerful ally in our quest for a sustainable future. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: clean and nuclear in the same sentence. Absolutely. It might sound counterintuitive, but the facts speak for themselves. When we talk about clean in the context of climate change, we're primarily talking about greenhouse gas emissions, especially carbon dioxide or CO2, the main driver of global warming. Reducing these emissions is crucial for our planet's health. And in that department, nuclear power is a superstar. It stands out as a reliable and efficient source of energy. Unlike power plants that burn coal, oil, or natural gas, nuclear power plants produce almost 0 carbon emissions during their operation. Think about that. This makes a significant difference in our overall carbon footprint. While they're generating enormous amounts of electricity, 24/7, they are not spewing CO2 into the atmosphere. This continuous clean energy production is vital for our growing energy needs. The steam you see coming from the cooling towers of many nuclear plants, that's just water vapor. It's harmless and part of the natural water cycle. It's the same stuff that makes clouds. This visual can often be misleading, but it's important to understand the science behind it. It's not smoke, it's not pollution, and it's certainly not carbon dioxide. This is a game changer. The clarity on this point can help shift public perception. Let's put some numbers on this. The impact is more significant than many realize. In the year 2024 alone, it's estimated that nuclear energy globally prevented the release of about 1.5 billion tons of CO2. This is a staggering amount. That's 1.5 billion tons that would have otherwise gone into our atmosphere if that same electricity had been generated by a typical mix of fossil fuels. The difference is monumental. To give you a sense of scale, that's like taking hundreds of millions of cars off the road every single year. Imagine the cleaner air and healthier communities. It's a massive contribution to mitigating climate change, happening right now, often quietly and reliably in the background. This silent hero deserves more recognition. We all understand the urgency of climate change. The time to act is now, and nuclear energy is a crucial part of the solution. While renewable sources like wind and solar are essential, nuclear energy provides a stable and continuous supply of power, complementing these intermittent sources. A diverse energy mix, including nuclear, is key to a sustainable and resilient future. Together, we can make a significant impact. And now for reason number 3, nuclear energy is much safer than public perception often suggests, and the technology is constantly advancing to become even safer. The strides made in nuclear safety over the past few decades are nothing short of remarkable. Now I know what you're thinking. The word nuclear often conjures up images of catastrophic events and widespread fear. When people hear nuclear, incidents like Chernobyl and Fukushima often spring to mind. These events have left a lasting impression on the public consciousness. And it's important to acknowledge those events, understand them, and learn from them. They serve as critical lessons in the evolution of nuclear safety protocols. They were serious accidents and they had significant consequences. The human and environmental toll was substantial, and the world took notice. However, here's a crucial piece of context that often gets lost. When you look at the data, comprehensively and scientifically, nuclear power has one of the lowest death rates per unit of energy produced, compared to all major energy sources. This is a fact that might surprise many. This includes coal, oil, natural gas, and even hydropower. Each of these energy sources has its own set of risks and impacts. This might sound counterintuitive to some, but the statistics, compiled by reputable organizations and peer-reviewed studies, are quite clear on this. The numbers don't lie. We have to look at the entire picture, not just isolated incidents. A holistic view reveals the true safety profile of nuclear energy. The main reason for this surprisingly good safety record, especially when compared to fossil fuels, is that nuclear power avoids the massive air pollution caused by burning coal and gas. This is a significant advantage. As we discussed, this air pollution leads to millions of premature deaths globally every year due to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. The health impacts are staggering. Nuclear power, by not burning anything and not releasing those pollutants, saves a vast number of lives that would otherwise be lost if that energy came from fossil fuels. The benefits are clear and measurable. Let's put some numbers on it. The data speaks volumes. Coal plants, through the air pollution they generate, are estimated to cause hundreds, even thousands of deaths per trillion kilowatt hours of electricity produced, depending on the region and pollution controls. The impact varies, but is always significant. Nuclear energy. The data, even when accounting for accidents like Chernobyl and Fukushima and occupational hazards, consistently shows it's responsible for fewer than 100 deaths per trillion kilowatt hours generated, often much lower, making it statistically far safer than coal, oil, and gas. The contrast is stark. And here's the exciting part: modern nuclear reactors like the Generation 3 plus designs currently being built, and the advanced Generation 4 designs on the drawing board or in pilot stages, are engineered with safety as the absolute top priority. These designs incorporate the latest technological advancements. They incorporate what we call passive safety systems. These systems are designed to function without human intervention, using natural forces like gravity and convection to ensure the reactor remains safe under all conditions. So there you have it. 3 compelling science-backed reasons why nuclear energy is, in my view, absolutely awesome. It's incredibly efficient, packing an enormous energy punch in a tiny package. It's a powerhouse in the fight against climate change, providing vast amounts of clean, carbon-free electricity 24/7. And, thanks to continuous innovation and rigorous standards, it's safer than many people realize, with exciting new designs like SMRs and the long-term promise of fusion on the horizon. Now, is nuclear energy the only solution to our energy and climate challenges? Of course not. We need a diverse portfolio of clean energy technologies: solar, wind, geothermal, hydro, and yes, nuclear, all working together. But nuclear energy is undeniably a massive, indispensable part of the puzzle if we're serious about building a clean, sustainable, and prosperous future for everyone on this amazing planet. It offers reliability and scale that are hard to match. So, what do you think about nuclear energy? Has this changed your perspective at all? Are you team nuclear, still on the fence? Or do you have lingering questions or concerns? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please drop them in the comments section below. And if you love this breakdown and want more deep dives into the fascinating worlds of energy, technology, and the future, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep powering up.